My name is Temitayo and I'm your relatable cyber girl. I work as a security analyst at Security Republic. And in my previous video, I broke down the concept of cybersecurity. I also explained that as the world is becoming more digital, we need to ensure that we put in more consciousness into staying safe online. So if you want to catch up on that video, you can access this via this link. Today, I'm going to be taking it a notch higher. I'm going to be explaining why cybersecurity is important for everybody. And to start with, I want to share an analogy that I heard at an event that I attended last week. So the speaker said, imagine that you were at a function and the host picks up a microphone and he announces that there's a suicide bomber in the room. There's a hired assassin. What would you do? I bet you would run for your life. Now, imagine that the announcement was about an internet hacker or maybe a threat actor. You'll probably be curious, right? But I'm sure you will not be as scared as you would had it been it was a suicide bomber. And for some of you, you might even want to have a chat with a threat actor because, they are smart. So that's where the problem is. We often overlook the impact of cyber attacks because they don't seem as dramatic and as a physical threat. But the reality is that the attacks on infrastructure, on healthcare services, on public safety can actually lead to a situation where there will be a loss of life or loss of lives. In fact, a cyber criminal can cause more harm than a hired assassin. I mean, haven't we all heard of stories about people who lost their entire life savings to cybercrime? I mean, take for example, just in February last month, a couple of weeks ago, there was a massive breach at Bybit. Bybit is a Dubai-based cryptocurrency exchange, right? And the hackers were able to exploit a vulnerability in Bybit's transaction, and it resulted in a theft of about $1.5 billion worth of Ethereum. Although the US Federal Bureau, they've been able to attribute the attack to a group called Lazarus Group. It's a North Korean group that is funded or serviced by the government. Anyway, that's not what I'm discussing here today. But I'm letting you know how grievous cybercrimes can be. And in case you're wondering, well, it's not in Nigeria. In Nigeria, we are actually seeing an alarming rise in cybercrimes, with cyber criminals leveraging AI-generated deepfakes, phishing attacks, social engineering attacks, romance scams, sextortion. And this growing threat is becoming a larger trend because between May of last year and December, Nigeria actually, the position of Nigeria actually rose from the 35th position on the Global Threat Index to the 13th place. This significant increase shows that it signals, rather, that we need to take cybersecurity serious. There is an urgent need for a heightened cybersecurity awareness and measures, especially for businesses and individuals. So, in my next video, I'm going to be sharing more examples of cyber crimes and how they could have been avoided, and how you, as a person, can take proactive measures
to
in
mitigate
order
cyber
to prevent.
attacks.
Till I see you next time, I still remain your relatable cyber girl. And remember, don't be an addition to the menace of the society.